Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Jenny Live. How are you this evening? ¿Cómo estamos, amigos? Muy buenas noches. Estamos en vivo, en directo. Espero que estén muy bien. Buenas noches. Únanse a nosotros en miamitv.com o donde sea que nos estén viendo. Hola. Yo hoy con mi color favorito, el azul. ¿Cuál es su color favorito y por qué? So today is blue day. You know, blue is my favorite color. What's your favorite color, guys? Let me know. Before we start with today's topic, first of all, welcome. Don't forget that we are live Monday through Friday, 7 o'clock, and our topics are wide-ranged as long as it's getting us closer together, progressing in life and, you know, in love and everything. No politics, no sports, nothing that divides us, and the idea is just to pass, you know, a while together and relax our day. So welcome. I hope if you started working again today, that it was a great day at work. And don't forget that you definitely want to be doing something that you love, so that way it doesn't feel like work, okay? Saludos, Colombia, ¿cómo estamos? Muy buenas noches. Bueno, amigos, vamos a empezar con un clip. All right, guys, we're going to start with a clip that I found interesting just because I think, you know, we've been talking about the solar flares and we've been talking about the energies that are coming in and all that, but finally someone did like a really cool close-up from the sun and these explosions. So if we're ready, we can go ahead and show you what it looks like. It's amazing.
I used a modified telescope to record video of the sun for 5 hours. Here's the results. How big is Earth compared to this? When sped up, you can see the sun's rotation. As always, more backyard space goodness is
Crazy, right? when you get to see it that close, wow. Obviously, some really high-end adjusted telescopes were used for that. But yeah, thanks for the guy for sharing. I think that was amazing. So that gives you a little bit of the idea. We're always talking about how we're getting these, you know, these waves of energy coming in. So you see when they actually, I think they showed like what the size of the planet is supposed to look like next to the sun. That alone should give you the idea of, yes, when we talk about vibes coming in, energy coming in, and you being, you know, electrocuted by them, not necessarily, but affected by them, that's exactly why the sun has a lot to do with it. So stay cool, stay chill. You know, everything is gonna be all right. Scary sun. It is a scary sun. Unreal. Saludos, Adriana. Qué lindo, los extrañamos. So it's a little bit of, I think it's important to, you know, speaking about it so much, but to see it physically like that, you know, gives us an idea of, wow, we are so tiny, right? We are so tiny. And imagine just getting a small percentage, right, of that energy to the earth. That alone, our little tiny body is going to feel it and be affected by it. So, hey, Jenny, what's your favorite thing to eat? My favorite thing to eat is fruit. I saw that there's actually people doing like a fruit and vegetable diet. Honestly, I don't think that's healthy. Like, I don't think that's the only thing you could eat is a lot of sugar. And there's been people that have passed away just from trying that, so don't do it. But I think that I could just live out of fruit. Yeah, I can't live without fruit. Well, I could live without anything, but that's my favorite thing to eat. Now, if you ask me my favorite dish always includes pasta. So it'll be either How do you say it in English? Fideo con tu corazón. Pasta, spaghetti and meatballs, or spaghetti and sauce, or chicken Alfredo. Definitely love it as well. Hello from Indiana. Hi, Caveman. Saludos, Indiana. ¿Cómo estamos? Uruguay. Hola, hola. Creo que me voy a Uruguay en noviembre, así que estén por ahí pendientes. Linda de Mais. Hey, Jack. So our sun is the engine that drives the solar system. Our solar system, right? I mean, what about all the rest of solar systems that we don't even know, or all the rest of the galaxies? How many suns do you think are even like in a galaxy or in other galaxies? Is there just one for many galaxies? Really interesting. And just to, dabble with your thoughts and keep you thinking, how do we really know if the sun is like 100% real? Like, what if it's like some kind of machine and there's people that live inside and make it work? Like little gremlins that are like, on their running wheel and are making it hot. I don't think that's a possibility, but you never know. You never know. I mean, you see ships going into the sun all the time and coming out like nothing. So how do these UFOs, how can they deal with the heat of the sun? It's crazy. Like, imagine the materials that they have that we do not have, obviously. Hello from Canada. Hi, Paul. Welcome, Canada. How are you? Hola, Jen. Hola, David. ¿Cómo estamos? Okay, and before we start with our topics, another news that I thought was worth mentioning. You guys know that I like mentioning worldly news only. Apparently, the president of Argentina is starting to do the same method that I don't know how you say his name in English, Bukele or Bukele, it's in Spanish, with being a little bit more tough in the people that are actually going to jail, with 0 cell phones, no TV in jails, and they're not getting apparently like second chances or something like that. So, I mean, he made one of the safest places in Latin America. So what do you think? Do you think it's good to have them like learn a lesson? I mean, I think if these are gang members, right, that have been out in the streets killing, murdering others and laughing about it, they don't have value for life. I think Bukele did a great job in doing that kind of system. There's been YouTubers that have done videos from that jail, and I don't remember the name of the guy, but he asked one of the gang members, like, do you regret being a gang member? Do you regret what you've done? And one of them said, yeah, now that I live here, yes. But then he went to like another cell, and I guess it was a little bit harder. These are harder gangs. And the guy said, nope, it was fun. So they see us fun, murdering others and, stealing from people and all that. And unfortunately, where we are now in Tulum, Mexico is becoming really heavy with that as well. So if you guys were thinking of visiting maybe Cancun or Tulum or Playa, honestly, I have to just be truly honest with you. I wouldn't come. It's Playa del Carmen. We just got news a couple of days ago that they are going literally like store by store. When I say they, I'm talking about the cartel, store by store, and harassing people and guns and money. So unfortunately, we're going through really tough times, and Mexico is not necessarily a safe place. So stay safe if you are coming. If you're deep in the jungle like we are, it's okay, but out and about in an everyday lifestyle. Today, I can say that it's definitely not safe. So stay home, stay chill, find somewhere else to go vacation. It's sad to say, right? But it's the reality. And we even had people really close by here actually end up closing down their stores and their restaurants because of the insecurity that's happening in Tulum. So it's really sad. The fact that this is not only happening with the cartel, but it's actually hand in hand going with, the government. And right after a cartel goes by, there's a person of the government, either from public inspection or health inspection or anything like that, tries to get bribe money out of them as well, until it just pushes businesses to close down. So I think, use the little bit of time that I can and mention that, because yeah, these things are happening. The corruption in Mexico is way off hands of anybody, I think. So people should reconsider visiting Mexico. Honestly, I don't think right now at this point they deserve our support in tourism. I think things need to change, and people that are living in these areas or other areas definitely deserve to live in safer spaces. That's all. Okay, guys. Hi, beautiful Jenny. How's your beautiful night going? And do you know that you look great in blue? Thank you. I didn't know, but thanks for letting me know. A few days ago, I watched one of your sessions. It was the best. Negativity disappeared. So, Jenny, keep up the good work. My energy sessions. Amazing. I'm really glad it helped. Saludos desde Puebla, capital, para la familia Jiménez Juárez. Siempre viendo tu programa y admirando tu belleza. Saludos, José. ¿Cómo está Puebla? Nunca he visitado por ahí, pero me han dicho que es muy bonito y tengo muchas amistades de ahí, así que qué bueno. Todos son buena gente, al menos los que conozco bien, son buena gente. Justo hablando de la inseguridad que está sucediendo aquí en Quintana Roo y que esperemos que en algún momento pues cambien un poquito las cosas, porque hay muchos lugares en Playa del Carmen y en Tulum que están teniendo que cerrar por la inseguridad que se debe no solamente a los carteles, sino también a personajes de la ciudad o del gobierno, como le quieran llamar, que van detrás de estos grupos organizados de carteles a extorsionar a los propietarios de restaurantes o tiendas o hoteles. Entonces está bastante fea la situación aquí, y les estaba diciendo a mis amigos americanos europeos de que no es el momento de viajar a estas zonas. Busquen otro lugar más seguro, porque ahora no está para nada seguro lo que es Cancún, Playa del Carmen o Tulum. I love Playa del Carmen, so I'm sad to hear about the violence. Where would you recommend for a 2-week vacation? I don't know. I could just speak for where I am right now. So, but I honestly, today, I think there's no safe place to visit. But I've heard great things about Thailand, Bali. You don't hear about violence or gangs or cartels in these areas. So maybe keep it in mind. Or a cruise. Cruises are safe. Nothing like that in the ocean. But yeah, I think that the corruption is everywhere. Mexico, here, the United States, but corrupted, the real bad over in India. Also, a lot of scams going around, if you know what I mean. Oh, yeah, be very careful also with the scams. I mean, every time they're getting more smarter, more, like sleazy. They know how to get to you, and people... you see videos all the time. So if you want to see the new scams, just put up a word of scams 2024 and you'll have plenty of them. Emails also, don't open any emails. Jenny, steer the ship of spirituality, ahoy, with the useful advice, she can spread the joy. I love it. Hola, Brasil. ¿Qué pasó con Brasil? ¿Ya tienen X o todavía no? Does Brazil still have X, or is it still banned? I think that sorry, I read that already. Billions of galaxies, each with their own billions of stars. We are part of the Milky Way galaxy, and there are billions of stars and suns in it. Right? Yeah? I think it's unlimited. So imagine we probably look like an ant, right? Like the planet probably looks like an ant for really large civilizations. It's like, oh, who lives there? And it's the same as like they could just fumigate us and we die. Well, that's not a great thought, right? I don't know where that came from. Daniel, James, Jims, David, welcome members of Miami TV. Cuando gustes, invitamos a comer un mole poblano a los chiles en nogada. ¿En nogada es? ¿Suena muy rico? No, ok, pero creo que el mole tiene chocolate, ¿no? No tiene chocolate el mole. ¿Cuál es el que tiene chocolate? A veces tiene, no me gusta el que tiene chocolate. Lo dejo claro, lo probé y no, como que déjame el chocolate aparte. Pero la comida mexicana es muy rica, sí. Very welcome. Hello, Jenny's like a superhero, must be told. Body of a love goddess and a heart of gold. Anthony, it almost seems like we hire you to give these comments. You're making me blush, please stop. It's like one after the other. You're very creative, by the way. I mean, they just kind of, come at you like, boom. Okay, guys, let's go with our topics. Azul, color do seu lindo vestido top. Thanks, Jack. Aurora, Colorado has been on the national spotlight due to unconfirmed reports of a Venezuelan gang taking over an apartment building after a video showing a group of armed men inside of an apartment complex. I saw that, and then there was like rumors that the biker group, Hell Angels, was going to like take the apartment building over. I don't know if that was real or not, because then of course people speculate. I mean, the amount of fake stuff that you see online is just, it gets to the point where you don't even know like what's real and what's not. So don't get carried away by everything you see, and definitely follow up on it. There's always people that investigate and make sure they get the facts out. But yeah, you think that the US, I always thought, okay, this only happens in Central America or Latin America, right? That kind of corruption. The US and Europe has always had like undercover corruption, that like a white glove corruption type, right? Where you don't see it on the streets in the level of drug and violence, right? But you see it in your tax money that you're paying, and stuff like that, the laws and everything. But today, I mean, the US is just as bad as any other country. I mean, maybe not as bad in the sense of cartels and gangs, but with the amount of immigration and everything, yeah, it's getting really, really tough. I've mentioned this a couple of weeks ago, and I'm going to repeat it today because I'm really serious about it. If you are in the U.S. and it's so easy in the U.S. to get a gun permit, okay, so and you want to do the classes and do everything legal and get yourself something for protection, I honestly, with the world that is going on today and how unstable people are mentally, I would suggest definitely protect yourself to protect your family, because you never know what's going to happen. There's already, we know the way that things are going, and we're not going to get into politics or anything, but it's better to be safe than sorry. That's the only thing I'm going to say. Okay, so here in Mexico, believe it or not, with all this crime, it's more difficult to get gun permits, but you can be a part of a gun club. So that's always a possibility, of course, so if you are in Mexico, that's another idea. But anywhere else in the world, I don't know how tough it is, how difficult or not, but I just started my boxing classes, so my coach is here. And wow, I have to say that I have a different respect for boxers. I mean, I respect everybody equally, but I always thought boxing was, I don't like sports that are brutal, okay, in the sense that you bleed. Like, I would never go watch a sport where people are hitting each other in the head and bleeding and getting concussions. I just think it's stupid. And I still think it's stupid, don't get me wrong. But, I wouldn't do it as a profession. But it's incredible how smart and talented boxers actually are. Like, the way that they have to use, you have to use both of the sides, right? The right brain and the left brain, the coordination, the speed, the punching, the protecting yourself, everything is so fast. The first day, I think my brain had like a shortage, and it was like, okay, gotta stop. What? How do you do this? And then the second day, which was today, it was like, okay, I think I kind of like this, because I'm looking at it as not only a sport to work out, but also as like, this is actually making both of my hemispheres work, to be fast and reflex, and I appreciate it more. So if you're a boxer, my respects. You're a very intelligent person. Yes, it's just don't get hit in the head, please. If you're that smart, just don't get hit in the head. It just doesn't make any sense. Lots of love from India. Hi, Ish. Thank you. Very intelligent as well as beautiful. Thank you. Plex went viral. What's Plex? Bukele has done a really great job for the benefit of thousands of Salvadoreños, although Human Rights Watch is permanently pending on every movement he makes. How stupid is it, right? They said that the ONU that everybody hates, right? Me included, saying like, oh, we're concerned for the health of those gang members because, well, they also have human rights, right? And they're not getting any meat or chicken in their diet. So the guy comes out saying, well, you guys were never interested in the violence and people murdered and all the crime that happened in our country when they were out in the streets, but all of a sudden now you want to take care of their well-being? Oh, yeah, we're going to listen to you. But yeah, you know what? It takes guts. I think that we're in an era, guys, where not only the planet has shifted, right? We're in vibrating differently. I don't know if you guys feel it. I feel it 1,000%. Like the past couple of weeks, it's just been I don't know, something's happened. So if you felt it in a positive way or a negative way, but that means you're aware. And I feel like it takes some crazy kind of people and drastic kind of people to really bring drastic change to certain parts of the world. They're going to be seen as crazy, right, by others. But I mean, this guy's like the perfect example. Look at him. He just said, "Screw it. I'm going to go against the gang members," and now he has one of the safest places in Latin America. I think Ecuador, definitely one of the places that I would like to visit as well. Ecuador today, right? Sorry, Salvador. But before, no way. Don't worry, I already know about it and found out the hard way because I've been scammed already, and it's sad but true. I'm sorry to hear that. I've heard a bunch of people that have been scammed. My mom even fell into it. So yeah, you gotta just be careful, guys. Don't believe everything you hear, and remember that no important news is gonna come through the phone. Okay, I mean, like an electric bill or a misdemeanor. I think the last scam that I heard about, it was somebody calling this woman saying that they were going to take her kids away because she missed jury duty. Okay, so be very careful with calls from jury duty. I don't think they would call, honestly. They would probably send you a letter. So unless you're getting something official, chill out. It's okay. Which is better in your opinion, Close Encounters and the Third Kind or E.T., both first contact films? If you are first to make contact, you must set a good example. What? Which is better, Close Encounters of the Third Kind or E.T.? Oh, the movie? Is it The Third Kind? I think it's The Fourth Kind. Oh, wait, are we talking about two different movies? Because there's a movie that I really, really like that is very realistic, and it's supposed to be in a real life experience. And it's close, and yeah, The Fourth Kind. It's that one, right? It's another one. So they made two movies with very similar names, okay? So there's a third kind and a fourth kind. See, these are the things that I find out, that I know a lot about energy, spirituality, aliens, and I have personal experience in all of these things. But when I talk to somebody that is a investigator or a teacher, I'm like a kid learning because I've never been schooled on the names that humans put for them. So it's like, okay, okay, so that's a, okay. So yeah, so please indulge me. Can I use you for my AI virtual influencer? Send me an email, we'll see. But yeah, why not? But you know, we'll have to do it together. What's the weather I have you right now? What is the weather where I am in Tulum? It's been raining on and on. So, el mole poblano no lleva chocolate. Entonces me voy por un mole poblano. Va que va. Ya hasta se me pegaron sus costumbres de hablar, chicos. Bueno, el picante ya lo introducí a mi vida, pero con la pura pimienta de Cayán, que para los mexicanos sería el chile rojo, que dicen que es súper bueno para la salud, por si no lo sabían. Okay. Si alguien en algún momento está teniendo un paro cardíaco, le dan una cucharadita de ese polvo de pimienta de Cayán, que sería chile rojo, con agua, ¿no? Por supuesto, no lo quieren matar más rápido. Y enseguida le fluye sangre al corazón. Entonces, súper sano si quieren tener pues la sangre fina y lubrica, o sea, que fluya bien y que vaya bien al corazón. Pimienta de Cayenne. If I ever go down to Mexico, I will bring my grill and then I will cook for you and everyone and have a big party on the beach. You're going to bring a grill to the beach? Okay, I'm not sure that's allowed here, but okay, I like the idea. Yes, the art of boxing can be enlightening. Yeah, I mean, until you try it, you know, for me, it was like, what? Out of 100 people in USA, 116 guns sold. Probably. And I get it, you know, people look at the U.S. and they criticize it by saying, well, anybody can go out and get an AK-47 and kill a bunch of people. And that just makes the headlines, right? Because it's bad publicity. So I'm not in favor of violence. That's not what I'm saying. But I am in favor of you protecting yourself and your family members because, let's be real, the mental state of most citizens of the world today is unstable. And there is a vast majority of people that are possessed. Yeah, I said it just like that. Possessed by entities, aliens, dark demons, you call it, they're possessed. So, whatever it takes for you to take care of yourself and your family is what you need to do. So, if that means taking some boxing classes, no, if that means, taking some self defense classes or getting your license to get a legal gun and stuff like that, then by all means, go for it. You're not going against any rules. Elon Musk created a UFO like aircraft. I heard about that, but I heard that it wasn't Elon Musk. If I find the news, I'll share it with you tomorrow, because apparently there's this guy that has come up with the same type of mechanism that an UFO aircraft uses, the levitation with energy. Okay. But they're scared to come out to light with it, because we all know what's going to happen. Well, he's going to die and somebody else is going to take the idea, like the big corporations. So, why would you even be an inventor in today's age? I mean, just enjoy life and do something else. Because honestly, whatever you invent, you're trying to help the world have water without water, right? Or run cars with water. You're going to die. I'm sorry. That's just reality. I'm being tough today. I'm sorry, guys. Tell me something, Jenny. What do you think about boxing between wrestling? Which one do you prefer? I hate both of them, actually. I do not like violent sports. No. But no, yeah, they both get hit in the head, right? And I think they don't get no, wrestling doesn't get hit in the head? Huh? It's acted? That's bullshit. No, wrestling is not acted. Do not. What? That's not true. I mean, what's acted is it's the other one, the one where they dress up. That's WWE. That's different. But the wrestling, like the professional wrestling, no, like the professional wrestling, what? Do they hit each other? They're saying no here. I don't know. Tell me, so neither. Go back and let's, I mean like pro wrestling. Love your cup, drink water in a short period. You know why I'm not drinking my water today? Because I think I think my water filter wasn't working and I got a little cenote water, which is not horrible. You're not gonna die, but it's a little salty, so I'm just gonna pass on the water today. There should be no gun shows at all, and we know why. Gun shows? I don't know why. Well, I think weapons shouldn't exist. Right? If we lived in a world of negotiation, if we lived in a world where we can speak with one another, where we can actually get to terms, where we can tolerate each other and not you're right and I'm wrong, what I say goes, right? And you're wrong and I'm right now, then you don't need anything to defend yourself. We don't need to be looking behind our shoulder. We don't need to be scared. It's really sad that we've gotten to this point, and I think that the only thing you could do is just allow people to go through whatever route it is that they've chosen to live in. Leave them alone, leave them in peace, let them be. Everybody is an independent to make decisions and take and carve their own path through life. But don't get affected by it, so be strong-minded and just keep moving forward and only focus on yourself and your personal growth and in your moving forward. Because let me tell you something, if tomorrow something drastic happens, like a meteorite just hits Earth and we all disappear, the only ones that are going to have a fast way to wherever's next, because remember that this is just a passing phase. We are in a physical state. The next stage that we go through is just the spiritual one. So you're going to be more benefited by working on yourself, okay? Because you're going to go to a better place. So make sure that that's all you're focusing on. What, your neighbor's crazy? Let him be crazy. Let him, do whatever he wants. The music is too loud and you're complained already. Put some headsets on, and just live your life. Stop complaining. Stop looking at what other people are doing or not doing, or if you like it or you don't like it, or if you approve of it or you don't approve it. Who cares? At the end of the day, it's just you and whoever you decided to have around you, of course. So you need to take care of yourself, your well-being, and if you're well, you're going to be able to help those people around you. It's really that simple, guys. Ooh, 7:35. Okay, time is flying today. Pro wrestling is a show, not a competition. Except for hunting, we don't have guns, don't want them, and don't need them. You're in Canada, right? Well, isn't Canada like super good? Like nothing ever happens in Canada. Hello, hello. Watch old school Star Trek TV episode with William Shatner. They're excellent. Okay, Star Trek, probably not, but thank you. Amazing and full of surprises, love the knowledge. Hey, David. Close Encounters of the Third Kind is a 1977 movie. It is loosely based on people that claim to have seen aliens. Oh, right, and then the fourth kind is when they get abducted, right? Gotcha. See, learning something new today. I love learning from you guys. Me encanta el azul, gracias. Totally right. They don't call you, they already inform you by letters. Yes. Good talk and great tales to tell. Guys, it was very relaxed today. I actually enjoy the shows more when they're not like just one topic. So thank you. WWE Elite Wrestling are all scripted, but you have to remember one really has to be in good shape to do all the stunts that they do. A lot of them have been injured and have killed in a stunt when it goes wrong. Oh yeah, no, I mean the WWE, I honestly find it entertaining. I think because you see that they're staged and people get entertained by that without people actually bleeding. I think that's good. But anything else that requires like bleeding and you getting concussions, it's like no. And their physical part, obviously, they have to be top notch, and they have to know what they're doing. It's like actors, if they do their own stunts, it's really hard. Yeah. Inicio los miembros de más antiguo. Dicen que algunos canales que el Nesara Gesara a inicio pagos en Estados Unidos, los miembros más antiguos. ¿Qué has escuchado? No entendí, no conozco Mesara Gesara, pero por favor, enséñame. Wrestling is acting. Okay, we got it. Wrestling is acting, guys. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. All intelligent animals dream. Is this because you need intelligence to have visual imagination? That makes sense. Yeah, I think so. Forget inventing and go back to the forest and the power of nature. No, I mean like, inventing is good. I'm just saying, you're gonna get murdered. Nobody wants you to come out with the cure of cancer. you're just signing up for the next suicidal note, right? We all know that nature heals you. Okay, so and we all know that there's things that that we don't need gas or petroleum anymore for things to run. But how are you going to go against these big corporations? But it's good. It takes courage. These people are left in history, but it's just sad that all their life invention kind of just gets to that one moment when they say, "I've done it," and 2 weeks later, their plane goes down, or they're hung. They got thrown out of a building, or they hung themselves. So Jenny's dressed tonight. Can you get sunburned if you're still in the sea? Yes, you can get sunburned, of course. Wrestling is all scripted. We've been to Tulum and Playa several times in the past. Sad it's being lost now. Well, it's not all the time. It usually has to do with, this all happened because of the Chapo's son getting, he's behind bars. Another one of his sons. So there's fights between several gang groups. So when they try to take over a place, that is when people are in the middle, and this is when it becomes dangerous. So it's not always like this, but it has been bad, and it's getting worse. And right now, I think we're like at a top worse. So right now, just would stay clear from these areas, and I will let you know, of course, definitely when it's a little more chill. Thank you. All right, my loves, we'll see you in the next one. See you tomorrow, same time here in Miami TV. Have an amazing evening. Don't forget, we have a lot of entertainment, sorry, in our website that you can join us. A lot of channels and on demand, so you can watch. We're going to continue with a positive energy seminar for our members, and for the rest of you, we will see you tomorrow. Good evening. Stay positive. Buenas noches.